During the years of the Second World War, the Egyptian capital of Cairo was a center of the capture of decisions like economic and military of the British for the whole Middle East, besides serving as model of the first of Arabic resistance against Benito Mussolini, dominating Libya, Tunis, Morocco, and Ethiopia. This strategic position allowed to the Egyptian government to enter conversation with other Arabic countries to consolidate a narrower union between all of them. In the above mentioned moment, the situation in the health conditions of the zone was very unequal, were areas in the government of Iraq and Syria. There was a clear will to promote the links between the Arabic countries in the Lebanon with an important Christian population. One did not see with so good eyes. In Yemen, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt, the feeling of Arabic unity already was more widespread, thought always supporting and helped the national interests. The first attempt of foundation came from the British support, who were controlling big territories in the zone. In spite of this, the above mentioned project followed principally for the requirements of countries as Syria and Egypt. After the conversation be restored for the future organization, and after two special conferences supported by the Egyptian government in the cities of Alexandria and Cairo, on March 22 in 1945, there was founded the League of Arabic States, which took as founding countries to Egypt, Syria, the Lebanon, Transjordania, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and Yemen, together with a representative of the Palestinian people.
The objectives are knowing the economic profile of MENA region, assess a benefit for Arab League member countries and area of cooperation, knowing the Great Arab Free Trade Zone, and understand the objectives, functions, and affiliate institutions of the Arab League. The League's goals and interests is like a similar organizations in the world whose goal is to look after their members' economic, political, cultural, national, and religious interests, and the Arab League has been active in helping the Arab world grow economically and culturally, while finding solutions to resolve conflicts both within the League and outside of it. The Charter of Arab League is according to the Arab League's main document. So this is affairs and interests include all important economic issues, including finances, commerce, business, and currency. They also include social, cultural, and health affairs, communication, transport, travel, the question of nationality, visas and passport, and similar. Through various activities, campaigns, and using advanced technology, the Arab League has been shown interest in resolving the modern day issues like encouraging and promoting their young talents and supporting the women in their struggle for equality and improving the child welfare. The organization strives to resolve burning issues among the Arab countries and to better the overall image of the Muslim nation and the world today. Saudi Arabia is the strongest economy in the area according to the World Bank and remains the strongest Arab economy in terms of the total GDP and is the 11th economy of Asia, followed by Egypt and Algeria, which were also the second and the third largest economy in Africa. So it's in the terms of the GDP per capita, Qatar is the richest and developing countries. So it's for example of the The Arab League is an intergovernmental organization and is a voluntary association of independent African and Middle East countries whose people are mainly Arabic speaking. The state proposed the Arab League are to strengthen ties among the member states, coordinate, and promote the common interest. It's an organization that consists of independent Arab states of the territory of northern and northeastern part of Africa and Southwest Asia. The population is 300 million. Has 22 member states, was founded in Cairo in 1945, and representatives of the first 6 member states are Egypt, Iraq, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, and Saudi Arabia.
Activities. Article 1 of Aliso Constitution states that Aliso seeks to achieve unity throughout the Arab world through education, culture, and science, and to enhance the level of culture in the region in order to keep up with and contribute to universal civilization. Arab Center for Arabization, Translation, Authorship, and Publication, ACATAP, is a Damascus-based institution established in the 1990s by an agreement between Syria and Aliso, in pursuit of the goals of the Arabic Cultural Unity Charter and the Aliso Constitution. ACATAP aims to Arabize higher education in the Arab world, enrich Arab culture through the translation of work of foreign origin, and share Arab achievements through the translation of Arabic works in the fields of science, art, and literature into widely spoken foreign languages. The current director of ACATAP is Said Ibrahim Al-Asaf. Institute of Arab Research and Studies, IARS, is a Cairo-based research institute administered by Aliso, established as an institution of the Arab League by resolution of the Council of the Arab League on September 23, in the 1952. The IARS started work on November 1st in 1953, following the creation of Aliso in 1970s. The IARS was brought under Aliso administrative control by resolution of the Secretary General dated in September 10 in the same year. The IARS was admitted to membership of the Federation of Arab Universities in 1994. Programs. The Arab League participates in social, cultural, economic, and political programs to promote the interests of the member states. It also serves as a forum for countries to coordinate their political position and deliberate on issues of common concern, resolving some disputes and controlling conflicts such as those using during the civil wars of Lebanon. The Arab League serves as a platform for the writing and signing of almost all the documents that were decided for the promotion of economic integration among member states, such as the case of the Arab Economic Action Writing, which established the principles that will govern the economic activities of the League. It has played an important role in the development of school programs and the preservation of the Arab cultural heritage. It has also promoted literary campaigns, reproduced intellectual works, and translated modern technical terminology. It stimulates measures to combat crime and drug addiction, and deals with labor issues. The League has sponsored cultural exchange between member countries, promote youth and sport programs, helping to consolidate the role of the women in Arab societies, and promote activities for the wellness of children.
The organization of the Arab League. The Arab League is made up of the following organizations. Number 1. Arab League Council. It is the supreme body of the Arab League, composed of a representative of each member state. This body marks the policies to be followed and supervises the fulfillment of the objectives and programs that annually addresses the League. It has the power to accept or reject the entry of new states to the organization, and to elect the General Secretary, who deals with the technical and administrative aspects, by a two-thirds majority. In a way, the Economic Council, the Defense Council, and some other complementary ones are directly linked with the Council of the League. In its political powers, it convenes meetings of the Council, coordinates and registers them, attends meetings, ensure the connection with Arab peoples who do not have state institutions, especially the Palestine Liberation Organization, and lastly, to deal with the annual budget of the League. It meets twice a year, in March and September, although it can also be convened in extraordinary sessions at the request of the members. Each of them has one vote. Number 2. Arab Economic and Social Council. It is the body responsible for coordinating economic and social issues in all member states. Number 3. Specialized Arab agencies. Agencies in charge of carrying out investigations and records. 12 Arab unions or associations in charge of working together for the well-being of peoples and the spread of their culture. An example is the Arab House. Number 4. The Secretary. It is composed of the General Secretary, Assistant Secretaries, and the Secretariat. It is in charge of executing the decisions of the Council. The General Secretary has the rank of ambassador, prepares the budget, and once approved, the Council fixes the individual dues that the member states must pay for the support of the League.
Business opportunities. The Arab League is rich in resources with enormous oil and natural gas resources. It also has great fertile lands in south of the Sudan, usually referred to as the food basket of the Arab world. The region's instability has not affected its tourism industry that is considered the fastest growing industry in the region, with Egypt, United Arab Emirates, Lebanon, Tunisia, and Jordan leading the way. Another industry that is growing steadily in the Arab League is the telecommunications. Within less than a decade, local companies such as Orascom and Etisalat have managed to compete internationally. Relationship with Mexico. The Arab countries import a wide range of agricultural products, food, machinery, and electrical equipment, pharmaceuticals, furniture, synthetic fibers, footwear and clothes, decoration items, building materials, among others. The main imported products to Mexico from the Arab countries include chemicals, metals, textiles, and electrical appliances. Mexico is viewed as an open economy with a strong industrial and vast agricultural sector, characteristics that makes it an important exporter and importer of different products. Mexico has privileged geographical position on time access to world-class raw materials and up-to-date technology. Mexico exports to the United Arab Emirates heavy trucks, refrigerators, machines of reception, image, video and audio, chickpea and telephony, and imports about the energy sector, the oil and gas industry, aluminum, and transportation. To Saudi Arabia export transport vehicles, natural honey, refrigerators, and kitchens. Qatar has the fourth position of business member from Mexico in the region by imports and the seventh by exports. Mexico exports to Kuwait vehicles, machinery of air condition, machinery of data process, and imports machinery of perforation motors, agricultural machinery, and other products.
They support Palestine from his initial years. The organization has expressed in an open way his position, bringing several of the topic of Palestine and his historical fight for an independent condition. In 1948, year of the creation of the condition of Israel, his members declared themselves in opposition to the accession of the new population in Palestine territory. Another example of it is the decision to expel Egypt after the decision of the president of signing to the controversial peace agreement with Israel, turning into the first and only country of the Arabic zone in declaring itself an ally of the Zionist nation. 2 years after the Bloody War of October in 1973, which had faced Syria and Egypt with Israel.
بغيتك غير تسمحي لي الغلطة مني وعليها راني